You don't see any lions out there that do better as vegetarians. You don't see horses that sometimes eat meat because it's better for their blood type. It just doesn't happen. So there is definitely an ideal diet for the human species, okay? One of the most common criticisms or questions I get when I put out education about how a plant-based diet can reverse disease and heal your body is, what about bio-individuality? If you haven't heard of it, bio-individuality is this idea that somehow there are different diets that are better for different people, depending on your blood type, depending on what age you are, if you're male or female, that somehow there are different diets for each of us, that we're all different in some way. That's really a convenient idea that holds people back from embracing the optimal diet for our species. Listen, every species on the planet has an optimal diet. You don't see any lions out there that do better as vegetarians. You don't see horses that sometimes eat meat because it's better for their blood type. It just doesn't happen. So there is definitely an ideal diet for the human species, okay? It's very important to understand that. So what is our ideal diet? Well, when you look at our biology and you look at the research, we can see that a 100% plant-based diet is the ideal diet for humans. If you want to look at our anatomy, that's a great place to start. I mean, look at our fingers, look at our hands, right? We have arms that can reach up really high to reach fruits and vegetables, pull them off trees. Carnivores, they just need to run. They need a limited range of motion. We also don't have claws. Even if you have beautiful pointy long nails, if you try to grab prey with that, it's going to rip your nails right off. We don't have claws to be able to hold on to prey. Go up to our mouths. We have these beautiful flat teeth, right? We don't have teeth that can rip into and hold prey. Also, our jaws. Our jaws are good for rubbing together and, grinding up fibrous matter. They don't open up really wide up and down like a carnivore in order to rip and hold on to and tear apart prey. We don't have that ability. We have to cut our meat into small pieces so we can chew it up, right? We also have to cook it so that we don't get food poisoning. Carnivores do not get food poisoning from eating raw meat, neither do omnivores. That's what they're meant to have in their body. For us, when you look at our mouths, first we have saliva that has enzymes in it that helps us digest fibrous, starchy types of foods, plant foods, right? We don't have the carnivores, omnivores don't have those enzymes. Look at our intestinal tract. Carnivores have very short intestinal tracts so that animal products go in, meat goes in and comes right back out. We have very long digestive tracts because we are meant to have fiber pushing food through our bodies. Carnivores do not need fiber. We do, right? We get colon cancer if we don't have enough fiber pushing things through our body. So when you look at the way we are constructed physically, it makes perfect sense that we're herbivores. Some people like to think, well, maybe we're omnivores, but even omnivores have body types that allow them to hunt prey and digest them. We do not. If we're omnivores, we're probably like the apes that eat mostly fruits and vegetables and sometimes eat some insects too, right? But not the type that are consistently hunting. It's just not what we're built for. Then you look at the actual things that are happening in people's health. Look at the World Health Organization. That is a great place to look for ideas and information because they look at what's being done by scientists from all over the world. And the World Health Organization scientists agree that the best diet for human health and for the environment, by the way, is a 100% plant-based diet. And I can also tell you from personal experience, both in myself and as a physician. I myself used to have lupus for 12 years. I had kidney failure, I had blood clots, and I was able to heal completely 14 years ago now using a 100% plant-based diet. I have patients come to me all the time that are so sick from eating the standard American diet or from having tried a paleo or ketogenic diet where they were eating a lot of animal products, they were eating butters and ghees and all these things, and they got sicker. And I'm able to heal them, to help them get their health back through a 100% plant-based diet. There are people from all over the world that are healing from diseases that are considered incurable by Western medicine, all by eating a 100% plant-based diet. It works for me, it works for my clients, and it'll work for you. Now, what if you're one of those people that when you eat plant foods, you feel worse? Does that mean you are one of the rare carnivorous humans? No, and that's where I see people make a big mistake. They think that if eating kale and spinach makes them feel sicker, that stuff is not good for them. If you cannot digest the proper diet for humans, that means you are so sick that we need to heal your gut first so that you can eat the foods that you need. What I see happening is people are going, oh, well, when I eat kale, I get really bloated or constipated or nauseous, so they start eating bone broth and ghee and all this other stuff, thinking it's going to heal their guts. Well, they only don't get bloated while they're eating that, and then they try to eat kale again, and boom, they're back to the same problem. So if you're having that problem, it means your gut is extremely inflamed from having all those animal products, processed foods, all the things that you are eating that are bad for you. What we're gonna do to fix that is we're going to more slowly introduce the healing foods to your diet. So you have to eliminate all those foods, the animal products. And then maybe we start with some gentle juices or some really cooked starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes and things like that to gently allow those foods into your gut until the inflammation heals. Then add the green smoothies and the salads, and you will actually heal from the disease and from the gut distress. If you can't eat the optimal diet, it doesn't mean you're some kind of weird freak, bio-individualized human that's supposed to eat something different. It just means that you're really sick. An example I can give you to really lock it in is an alcoholic usually wakes up really nauseous and shaky and sick, and as soon as they have vodka, they feel better. But it doesn't mean that they are a human that needs vodka to be healthy. It means the vodka made them sick and is perpetuating the illness. The only way to heal is to get themselves off the alcohol and start eating healthy foods and treating their body the right way. I hope that helps. I hope it helps dispel some of this myth. It's inconvenient to believe this and to understand this, but it's the truth, and it's going to change your life.